Eric Overby once stated, "The only way we will love our neighbors as ourselves is by getting to know our neighbors, even in the midst of our differences." Hello, my name is Caleb Hughes, and I'm 14 years old. The major that I hope to pursue in the future is criminal justice. My career pursuits are to finish high school, to go to the University of Xavier, to get my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, to go to law school, to pass the bar, and finally become a lawyer. My family includes myself, my younger sister, my older sister who is a 6th grade math and science teacher, my mom who is a real estate agent for Brokers Real Estate, and finally my stepdad who is an engineer for Townsend Engineering Company. My 3 passions in life are to become a lawyer, to start a family, and finally live a happy life. With all that being said, I will now show you guys some objects that represent me. The first object that represents me, in my opinion, is my bottle of cologne. I feel like this represents me because I wear this everywhere I go, and I cannot leave the house without at least spraying a few sprays on myself. This represents me because everywhere that I go, it does not matter if it is the gym, school, or just out in public, I will always have this on. The next object that I feel represents me are my AirPods. I feel like my AirPods represent me because I am always wearing them and I'm always listening to something, even if that's music, the news, or a podcast. These represent me because I always have them in no matter where I go, for this case, for instance, and everywhere that I go, I'm using them. The last object that I feel represents me are my baseball sunglasses. I feel like these represent me because everywhere that I go, even if that's on the baseball field for a game or practice, or off the baseball field in public, I will always have these on. I will always have these on because they're really nice and obviously they block out the sun. But I will always wear them even if it's a cloudy or rainy day. These represent me because I always have them on no matter where I go or no matter in what weather. So, with that being said, these are all the objects that represent me. Now I will transition with a communication lesson that I have learned from a movie. That movie being The Blind Side. In the movie The Blind Side, a boy named Michael Orr has a lot of trouble speaking with people and is extremely shy. One day, Michael is sitting on a bench near a playground, and his friend RJ comes up to him. RJ begins to talk to him, but Michael just doesn't talk. After a little while of RJ bugging Michael finally begins to talk. A little later, Michael and RJ become friends, great friends actually, and Michael has to move in with RJ, and RJ's parents eventually adopt Michael. Michael then becomes a very great high school football athlete, and eventually makes it to the NFL where he got drafted. The lesson that I learned is, it takes a little while to get comfortable with people, but after you get comfortable with people, you can always create a great friendship, and maybe, or even eventually, sometimes it can become even greater than a friendship. I will now transition with some words that represent me as a whole. The words are patient, calm, hardworking, focused, and strong. Not physical strength, but mental strength. These words represent me because they represent who I am as a person and all of my traits. In conclusion, this has been my self-introduction speech. I hope you guys had fun learning a little bit about myself and my traits, and I can't wait to learn a little bit more about you guys as well. So, this has been my self-introduction speech, and I will now end on a quote by NPL Maxim, who once said, "The reason for communication is to get a response." I hope you guys have a great day, and I cannot wait to learn about you guys a little bit more.